Most people prefer Coca-Cola or Pepsi. But what about Dr. Pepper? Welcome back to the BizPage channel. In this video, we will be looking at some interesting facts on the Dr. Pepper drink. If you haven't already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content. Now without further ado, let's dive in. Let's start off by looking at a brief history of Dr. Pepper. As we know, Dr. Pepper is a soft carbonated drink. It was formulated and founded in the 1880s by pharmacist Charles Alderton in Waco, Texas. The drink was first served around 1885. Dr. Pepper was first nationally marketed in the United States in the year of 1904. To this day, it is now sold around the world as an imported good. There are a number of variants of this drink. Examples include Diet Dr. Pepper and a line of additional flavors, which began in the 2000s. It is now time to look at some Dr. Pepper facts. Starting off with the fact that the drink might have actually been named after a Dr. Pepper. When Alderton was able to formulate his new mixture, it needed a name. The first customers originally referred to the drink as a Waco, but Alderton's boss, Wade Morrison, thought the elixir needed a catchier and more memorable name. Morrison called the drink Dr. Pepper in a nod to a Dr. Charles T. Pepper, who was a colleague in his younger days in rural Retreat, Virginia. A story goes that Morrison had left Virginia for Texas, after a love affair with Dr. Pepper's daughter went flat. However, signs point to this romantic origin tale being mostly a legend than a fact. The second interesting fact on this list is that Dr. Pepper is not a type of cola. The drink was a regional delicacy, mostly based in the South and Southwest throughout its history. Coca-Cola and Pepsi had head starts and used this on Dr. Pepper to build nationwide networks of independent bottlers who had exclusive franchise contracts to turn their respective syrups into colas. Dr. Pepper simply couldn't tap into new markets with the competition being strongly against it. However, the market changed in 1963. A federal court ruled that Dr. Pepper's unique flavor kept it from being a cola product, which meant that bottlers were free to distribute Dr. Pepper without running afoul of their exclusive deals with Coca-Cola and Pepsi. At the end of the 1960s, Dr. Pepper was available from coast to coast and countrywide. The third interesting fact is that Coca-Cola was not happy about the expansion of Dr. Pepper. In June of 1972, Coca-Cola announced the launch of Mr. Pibb. This was a new brand of drink in response to the marketing of Dr. Pepper. The article contains some classic sniping between the two brands, with similarities such as the logo being in a similar design to Dr. Pepper. When interviewed, a Coca-Cola spokesperson dismissed any resemblance by saying, "I haven't tasted Dr. Pepper myself, so I wouldn't know how similar Mr. Pibb is to it. I don't think it was meant to compete with Dr. Pepper. As far as I know, Coke just felt there was a market for this kind of soft drink." In response to Coca-Cola's statement, the executive of Dr. Pepper stated, "I don't suppose they like to hear me say this in Atlanta, but Mr. Pibb has just stimulated the taste for Dr. Pepper. In fact, we've found that whenever they quit giving it away in big promotions, their share of the market drops way down." Before we move on, are you finding this video informative? If you are, then be sure to leave a like on this video and visit my channel for more content. The fourth interesting fact on Dr. Pepper is that it was liked even on a cold day. A cool drink of Dr. Pepper can be very refreshing on a hot day. However, very few families gather around their Christmas trees for a frosty soda. During the 1960s, Dr. Pepper tried to stimulate holiday sales by marketing a hot variation of Dr. Pepper. At first, the ads found some traction in the South, but as you've probably noticed, a warm Dr. Pepper didn't become a holiday thing. Aside from this, a hot Dr. Pepper still had its fans. In the 1970s, Foots Clements told multiple journalists that he would have 3 or 4 hot Dr. Peppers in the morning and a half dozen cold bottles every afternoon. The fifth interesting fact is that the original recipe may have surfaced in 2009. Between the years of 2009 and 2011, an Oklahoma manuscript collector, who was Bill Waters, paid $200 for an old store ledger at an antique shop in Texas. Representations in the ledger referred to Morrison's old corner store. Examples being Charles Anderton's handwriting and a curious recipe for D. Pepper's Pepsin bitters, mixed from mandrake root and syrup. A Dr. Pepper Snapple Group spokesman showed that the notes were probably a recipe for a bitter digestive aid rather than a soft drink. However, the historical discovery went up for auction as the original formula of the drink that people enjoyed. Attendees at the auction agreed, but the item did not fetch the $25,000 minimum reserve price. The final interesting fact about Dr. Pepper is that the Roanoke area cannot get enough of it. If there was a real Dr. Charles T. Pepper in Virginia that existed, it remains a matter of debate. However, one Virginia city would rather drink a cold Dr. Pepper than take part in checking facts. The Roanoke area has been Dr. Pepper's main market east of the Mississippi. In the year of 1957, the city became known as the Dr. Pepper capital of the world. The biggest question was what was the one secret to the drink's success in the particular area. The story about Wade Morrison's youthful heartbreak at the hands of Dr. Pepper's daughter may or may not have been real, but the local romance resonated with Roanoke's soda drinkers and appeared prominently in area promotions. Thank you very much for watching this video. How many of those facts did you not know about at first? Let me know in the comment section if you learned anything new from this video. As always, if you found this video informative, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more exciting and upcoming content.